What up? How we living? Just getting on to do an audio test because we rearranged some stuff last night. So if you hear some echoing, I apologize. So if you hear some echoing, I apologize. Sounds like everything's working all right. Let me get my. If you hear some echoing, I apologize. Sounds like everything's working all right. What up, Sean? I didn't realize I was on all cams. What up, Sean? I didn't realize I was on all cams. And audio player is not working now. Great. Streamlabs did another update, so a bunch of stuff got changed again. And audio player is not working now. Great. Streamlabs did another update, so a bunch of stuff got changed again. This sucks. There it is. Ugh. Every time they rearrange stuff, I have to. Oh, and it disappeared. Reconfigure the settings. How you living, Sean? Big ups to DJ Biggs for subscribing again. Music player's a little loud. Did you know Streamlabs has a built-in compressor? Music player's a little loud. I found it the other day. Did you know Streamlabs has a built-in compressor? I found it the other day. Sounds like some old Nintendo music. Sounds like some old I ordered some new Funko Pops today for the set. I got the new Notorious B.I.G. Funkos coming and a Prince. show you the ones I got. I got that guy. And I got this one coming. I'm really waiting for a Run DMC Funko set. That'll make me really happy. And I got this one coming too. I got it on it a little too late. I really wish I could get something like that. But they're pretty hard to find. Or this one. Gonna buy me this one for Christmas, bro? It's only $674. Sounds like Michael just got home. Maybe he'll come and join me. Kind of funny, man. I've been watching the news on all the Hey Sean, welcome back. Been watching all the news about the Saudi murderers that Trump and the Trump family is friends with, that has so much financial interest in American politics right now. And it's kind of crazy. Can't help but think about the time that they flew 15 of them hijacked some airplanes and flew them into our buildings. And now it sounds like we're about to sell them like $115 billion worth of military gear. So we're going to arm the Saudis so they can use it against us all over again. Neat, huh? See if I can get some viewers to come watch us. Sean, if you're bored, you can come over and join me. Get out some tweets. We need to figure out a way to get some subscribers. I did figure out there's a raffle ticket system to do a giveaway, and Jessica donated a Buffalo Wild Wings gift card so we can do a giveaway with it. Courtesy of Rainy Ice Cream. Rainy day. Why did Discord update their terms of service? Hey, you know what? Watch this. Obviously, it's really tiny, and I uploaded it as a PNG format, but for some reason it still has a white background. But whatever. I'm learning. I think I'm gonna take the TV away and just make it the FS Star. But I'm learning. I want to do one of your face and one of my face and Tom's face and Anthony's face and Michael's face. So we need some goofy pictures of everybody. One thing we need to do is connect the Funk Shop TV Facebook page to our Twitter. Maybe we can't anymore. Oh, I'm sure you can. Because I think when I post something, you don't know how to do emojis? Okay, so the Funk Shop's Facebook page and the Instagram pages are merged. I don't remember how to do it, but I'm sure I got my oh yeah, it took a little bit of research. I had to watch a couple YouTube tutorials, but I figured it out. I put some more lights in here today too, so we have some more lighting. Ah, found it. No, that's not the one I wanted. Damn it. One right here. Yeah, I'm gonna play around and make some more. I'm not quite sure how it works. It used to be you could have like up to 50 custom with once you were affiliate, but they changed it. Now I think you can have one custom per subscriber that you have, but I'm not exactly sure, so I have to look into that. I'm gonna redo this one obviously because you can't even tell what it is, but at least I figured out how to do it. No. Ah, yes. Now we're good. So our Twitter and our Funk Shop page is linked on Facebook. Yay! We're learning. If anybody doesn't know how, you go to facebook.com/Twitter while you're on Facebook and make sure your Twitter is logged in. So what I did is logged in on Facebook on one tab and then opened up Twitter on another tab and then pulled up in another tab and went to facebook.com/Twitter, and there you can decide which pages you want to link to your Twitter. So when you post a tweet, it's supposed to automatically post to your Funk Shop page or your personal profile if that's what you want it to go to. That's a cool feature. It's neat. I'm scrolling through Mr. Beast's his Twitter page. This dude, man, have you ever watched any of Mr. Beast's posts? He just gives away free money all the time. Cracks me up. Wish I had it like that. Damn. YouTube's really really tightening the wrench on their shit. It's like a lot of people are going to be leaving YouTube Live and going to Twitch before too long. I don't even know what these analytics are from. Oh, that's views. I don't even know what I'm talking about today. I'm just bored. Oh, whoa, 6 viewers. Hi, guys. I'm just scrolling, looking at Mr. Beast's Twitter page. Probably gonna get into some political shit in a few minutes, but I know you guys are probably tired to hear me rant about political shit. Probably gonna get into some political shit. You don't want to hear me put Proud Boys on blast anymore. Speaking of Proud Boys, that's something I can get into. They were planning on having some demonstrations on college campuses. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm all for free speech. I'm all for exercising your constitutional rights. It's very important to me. But if you are known to create violence and havoc, and it seems to have become your mission statement, and you target a college campus just because of a political affiliation, to me, that infringes on other people's rights. So the college has every right to shut you down. Because of the college policies at Clark College, locally in Vancouver, Washington, and Washington State University, Vancouver campus, their policy is that they invite freedom of speech, which I absolutely appreciate. But the Proud Boys have been known to be involved in violent nature, specifically with Antifa. But there is, I'm going to try to find a story, see if I can find a news article about something that happened recently. Before I get into that, I just found the Columbian article about Clark College. So, it reads, Clark College closing Monday ahead of far-right group's demonstration. Let me go here. College president cites community concerns of violence associated with Patriot Prayer Group. This was written by Andy Martirese, Columbian breaking news reporter, published October 18th, 2018 at 4:44 p.m. Clark College will close its campus Monday ahead of a planned demonstration by far-right activist group Patriot Prayer, citing safety concerns. The Vancouver-based activist organization had previously announced plans to hold a demonstration at the campus, as well as another Tuesday at Washington State University, Vancouver, to protest Initiative 1639, the gun safety measure on the November ballot. Patriot prayer rallies, often held in liberal strongholds with a tactic to increase the group's visibility, consistently lead to violence as counter-protesters clash with group members, along with white nationalists and other fringe right extremists drawn into the organization's events. On Monday, Portland Mayor Ted Wheeler announced a group of Patriot Prayer posters had gathered a cache of guns at a downtown rooftop before an August 4th protest. Officials tried walking back the severity of that incident the next day. In a message to students and staff, In a message to students and staff, Clark County President Bob Knight said all classes will be canceled and only employees needed for critical work will be asked to come in. The cancellation applies to all Clark College classes, including those at WSU Vancouver and Columbia Tech Center, he said. As a public institution of higher education, we value civil discourse on a wide range of topics, and we welcome free speech as an open debate. However, we have to balance those values with the needs of our students to have a safe environment in which to learn, and of our employees to have a safe environment in which to work, Knight said in a statement. Given the history of violence associated with this group, as well as with the groups that often appear in reaction to it, and given the group has not taken the steps we normally expect organizations to complete in advance of First Amendment activities on our property, we feel that suspending operations is our most prudent course of action, he said. Patriot Prayer leader Joey Gibson of Vancouver previously estimated about 40 protesters would turn out at the respective campuses, handing out flyers and encouraging people to vote against the ballot measure. Gibson said Thursday he respects the school's decision considering the campus community safety concerns. The group still plans to demonstrate on campus Monday, however, and at WSU Vancouver the next day. He declined to share specifics, but said the groups plan to hold other events in Vancouver that week as well. We're going to do something next week to kind of help people understand that they shouldn't be afraid of us. They should be afraid of politicians who don't enforce the law, Gibson said. We definitely want to make a point to help people understand they don't need to be afraid of us. They should be afraid of going into Portland. Yeah, right. WSUV is to remain open. At WSU Vancouver, Student Diversity Group sent an open letter to the campus community October 16th asking staff and students to stay away from campus. School Chancellor Mel Netzhammer, in a message to campus Thursday, said classes would not be canceled, but asked staff to not penalize students who choose not to come to class. Campus police will be present at the rally, he said, adding that he recommends those who come to the school avoid engaging with protesters. I take this opportunity to remind you that WSU Vancouver stands against bigotry and hatred, even as we hold freedom of expression at a core value, he said in an earlier message to campus. I-1639 would give Washington some of the nation's strictest gun safety laws if approved. The law would raise the minimum age to buy semi-automatic firearm from 18 to 21, require firearms training before a semi-automatic rifle can be purchased, and institute a 10-day waiting period for individuals looking to purchase the weapon. I don't see anything wrong with that. Now, nobody is going to go and buy a semi-automatic rifle and a deer hunting license at the same time because their cousins are going up to the mountains to shoot. Nobody's going deer hunting and saying, hey, you need to come deer hunting with us since you've never done it before, and buying a semi-automatic rifle to do so with. That's not what anybody's hunting with. So to say it's a hunting rifle, you're full of shit. To raise the limit from 18 to 21, I agree with. I do think there should be a stipulation. If somebody has achieved a certain particular rank in the military before they're 21, they should be able to get a license, an amendment to the license, as well as firearms training. The firearms training military training should classify as the firearms training to be able to purchase a semi-automatic rifle. 10-day waiting period, I'm okay with. Scared of Portland, those drivers are nuts. Drivers in Vancouver, this is nuts. Drivers in Vancouver are stupid. Drivers everywhere, though. If you're scared of driving to Portland, go drive in Southern California. So see how you feel about that. Now, I want to see... Bear with me for a minute. Our music player still playing. Music player's kind of loud today, huh? Bear with me for a minute. I guess it's not too bad. We'll bring it down a little bit. Music player's kind of loud today, huh? I guess it's not too bad. At least we don't have any audio clipping. Phone has 3% battery. I'm having Ann. Having Ann. I'm having Ann too. So there was a rumor maybe this is it. Huh. So I heard a rumor that recently, I don't know how recently. That sucks. Charger disappeared. Trying to find it, but apparently there was a woman near Olympia that was killed, beaten to death. In August, and maybe this is it. I guess there's not a whole lot of updates on this yet, but October 11th, police are investigating after a woman's body was found in northwest Olympia. Police were called to report of a person down in the 1200 block of West Bay Drive, northwest along the waterfront around 11 p.m. Wednesday. Officers say the victim appears to be in her 20s. Investigators say the woman suffered significant injuries that may have led to her death, but police have not said what the injuries were. Cairo 7 reporter Ranji Sinha said the crime scene is very large and includes a large swath of land along the bay that is cordoned off, as well as an abandoned warehouse. West Bay Drive Northwest is closed in the area. So the rumor is there was a Proud Boys rally that day, and the woman is black. So wouldn't surprise me, but I'm not gonna point fingers yet. But back to Proud Boys, a lot of people are like, oh, Joey Gibson's not racist. I don't, you know what, maybe he's not, but some of the people that he hangs with are. This just came out, posted on splcenter.org yesterday, technically. I'll post the link in chat if you want to read it yourself. The headline is, last Friday, Proud Boys leader Gavin McInnes riled up a crowd of supporters at New York City's Metropolitan Republican Club with what he played off as a comedy routine, the commemoration and celebration of the 1960s televised assassination of a socialist. Is it McInnes or McInnes? McInnes? I'll just say McInnes. McInnes' talk kicked off an evening marred by violence. After his remark ended, Proud Boys streamed onto the street and just blocks from the original venue violently beat 3 protesters. One bragged that he had kicked his victim right in the fucking head. He was a fucking foreigner, he said. Then he and another Proud Boy congratulated each other with a brotherly embrace. Last week's beating generated an exceptional amount of media coverage of the Proud Boys and led police to announce they'll be pursuing riot charges against 9 of their members. But the behavior on display that night on the New York's Upper East Side was anything but expected in light of the group's recent conduct and, at a broader level, their guiding philosophy. Violence is at the core of their ideology and their primary tool for silencing their political foes. We will kill you. That's the Proud Boys in a nutshell. During his speech at the Metropolitan Club, McInnes told the audience that Western chauvinist beliefs he espouses, which overlap almost wholly with the President Donald Trump's, should not be confused as dictums. I'm not enforcing them upon anyone, he argued, but as the Proud Boys' credo goes, violence is a really effective way to solve problems. And according to McInnes, the political left poses an existential threat to the nation's future. While the Proud Boys leader may not be issuing dictums, he and his reactionary troops are using violence to shut down and punish those who view conflict with their own, and, as was the case with the foreigner of the group beat on Friday, those they believe do not deserve a place in the body politic. McInnes has a well-documented and long-running record of blatantly promoting violence and making threats. We will kill you. That's the Proud Boys in a nutshell. We will kill you, he said on his Compound Media show in mid-2016. His followers often repeat his calls for violence and seem especially emboldened in this past summer as they participated in a number of large-scale free speech rallies across the country. Portland has seen the most action thanks in large part to Joey Gibson, the leader of the West Coast Proud Boys companion group Patriot Prayer. After a particularly brutal clash there on June 30th between those two groups and anti-fascist protesters, Proud Boys took to social media to amp each other up for the next brawl planned for August 4th. We're coming for you, California Proud Boy Gabe Silva threatened in a Facebook video aimed at members of Antifa. You're not going to run your mouth about communism to us without getting smacked. at a September rally in Austin to support the right-wing conspiracy theorist Alex Jones. Tusitala Tiny Toise, a Proud Boy from Washington State, repeated the sentiment on stage. My daddy always tell me, if you can't talk sense into them, smack some sense into them, he said to applause. At the June 30 rally, the Proud Boys found a new hero in Ethan Rufio Panman Nordine, who struck a counter-protester in the face so hard he knocked the person unconscious. The Proud Boys immediately turned him into a meme. They promoted video of the violence on social media and even created a commemorative challenge coin featuring an image of Nordine's punch and sold it on their official online store. McInnes hailed the punch as the turning point in our war against Antifa. I honestly think that the knockout is a pivot in the movement. It marks the beginning of the end of Antifa and the beginning of being safe and proud to be Trump. In many ways, this summer's violence did mark a turning point because it made Proud Boys, who faced very few legal consequences for assaults they committed in public and often on video, feel they had been given a license to share their darker violent fantasies. Anyone else hear about FEMA camps and think, boy, that would be an excellent place for all you shitbags to have your little communist experience. An Oregon Proud Boy and administrator of Patriot Prayer of Oregon page recently posted on Facebook. I know it's a fairy tale. Good things like that don't occur in real life. But Santa said if I was a good boy. Now, if I had to speculate, that was Russell Schultz. Because I've known Russell Schultz, and that sounds like something he'd say. Perhaps the most obvious example of just how far the Proud Boys are willing to push this discursive boundaries are the Pinochet did nothing wrong shirts they've recently been wearing to rallies. The Chilean dictator, who came to power through a military coup in 1973, was responsible for the torture and death of thousands of his political foes. At times, murdered were carried out by death squads who dropped dissenters from helicopters. The back of the Proud Boy shirt reads, "Make communists afraid of rotary aircraft again," and features figures bearing the anti-fascist logo tumbling from a helicopter. Toise wore the shirt at an August 4th Portland rally where HuffPost journalist Christopher Mathias asked him, "Didn't Pinochet kill like 35,000 people? Aren't they all communists?" He responded, "It's within this context of months of repeating street brawls, of praise lavished on the group's most violent fighters, of fantasies of injuring and killing leftists, and of the fetishizing of brutal dictators, the last Friday's events are best understood." McInnes has always tried to play off his references to violence as a joke, but what's happening on the ground is more than enough evidence that his followers don't receive his words that way. Excuse me. The only good leftist is a dead one. At the beginning of his speech Friday, a costume McInnes reenacted the 1960 assassination of Enihiro Asanuma, the head of the Japanese Socialist Party. He played the part of Otoya Yamaguchi, the young Japanese ultranationalist who killed the party leader with a sword during the live television broadcast. McInnes' performance was conducted in slow motion and hammy, but the theatrical way he acted out the assassination doesn't erase the fact that he was, in front of an audience of Proud Boys and other supporters, celebrating the murder of someone he considers a political enemy. The assassination is notably a feated meme within the alt-right. The Pulitzer Prize-winning image of both men, taken just moments after Asanuma was stabbed, has been styled to fit the movement's retro-furist fash wave aesthetic and appears in racist alt-right spaces across the internet. The white supremacist clothing company Right Wing Death Squad printed the image on a shirt with the words "physical removal" in online spaces like 4chan's /POL/. Mentions of the assassination are usually accompanied by comments like the only good leftist is a dead one and the commie shit got killed good. McInnes also openly praised Yamaguchi, calling him a fucking badass, on his podcast the day after the Proud Boys fought with anti-fascists in New York City. He didn't get him in the scope on a grassy knoll. He charged him on stage with a samurai sword, and his mugshot looks really cool. I just thought, what a great icon, what a great hero, he gushed. After reenacting the murder on stage, McInnes told the audience, "Never let evil take root," a phrase that appears on Fash Wave version of the Asanuma assassination photo. If there was any doubt who McInnes believes to be evil and, by implication, deserving of physical retribution, He continued by warning that the socialists are taking root in America, but it's not just socialists or even Antifa, in McKenna's estimation, who are deserving of punishment. He does his best to paint the political left broadly as the enemies of the Proud Boys and Trump supporters more generally. He called Antifa the paramilitary wing of the Democratic Party on his podcast, and on a CRTV show the next day went even further. The media, the DNC, and I'm talking about the government, I'm talking about Andrew Cuomo, the top brass, and Antifa are all the same, he said before suggesting Democrats sent left-wing protesters to event to get some violence going. He later again suggested all his ideological opponents were acting against him in tandem. He told Matthias, the Huff Post reporter, "I don't see you as a journalist, I see you as Antifa." That's how a lot of these guys look at journalists, as Antifa, as their enemy. Thanks, Trump. McInnes implies that all those who disagree with him are, using his own phrase, socio-fascists, who deserve a good beating, so they'll fall in line and hold their tongues. Try to beat me so I fall in line and hold my tongue, motherfucker. Any of you. It's just gonna make me speak louder, I promise. He argues that America doesn't need any progressive changes, but that we should instead get back to this era where you can insult someone's religion, you could insult their ethnicity, you can insult everything about them. We're not starting over again, he said on his podcast. You can come along for the ride or get the fuck off the road. And that essentially his and the Proud Boys' creed. Support our bigoted beliefs or face the consequences. In their words, fuck around and find out. With McInnes' performance on Friday and the violence that followed, coming at the end of a long summer of clashes that sometimes descended into riots, it's clear he and the Proud Boys are feeling emboldened. And with good reason. Their narrative of an unhinged and unruly left, which they use to justify their own violence, has been gaining acceptance by Trump and his ilk. Several Republicans recently characterized those who opposed Brett Kavanaugh's appointment to the Supreme Court as a mob. Thanks, Trump. And Trump used similar language to describe Democrats more generally. He told an audience at Kansas rally that members of the party had become too extreme and too dangerous to govern. At an earlier rally in Missouri, he insisted that the Democratic Party is held hostage by far-left activists, by angry mobs, Antifa, by deep state radicals. I would never suggest this, but I'll tell you, they're so lucky that we're peaceful, he said and smirked. In some ways, McInnes can read Trump's words like the cheers he received on Friday at the Metropolitan Republican Club, a sign that everyone is in on the joke even when its implications could be deadly serious. If that doesn't bother you, there's the link, in case anybody wants to read it themselves. If that doesn't bother you, you really need to stop while you're on the shitter and reevaluate your life. I think. But that's just my opinion. What do I know? I'm just a fat DJ. Ask any of those guys and they'll say that I'm a washed up has-been loser. And I'm okay with that. Keep thinking of me as that washed up has-been loser while I keep doing what I can to make sure the whole world knows what you're all about. That's my goal. Sorry, I got a Robinhood notification. I have to check my stocks. If you don't have Robinhood, let me see if I can find my link. Get yourself some free stock. Because who doesn't like free money? Free money is always good. Stock market is probably going to be on a severe roller coaster over the next few months, but it doesn't hurt to get some free stock. So, I'm pasting this link now. There it is. Go ahead and click on it. When you get your free stock, we both get free stock. Free stock for everybody. Take advantage of it. Let me know what you got. Shoot me a message on Twitter. Personally, I'm at DJ Biggs. BIGGZ. Oh, I don't have Nightbot open. My bad. Oh, there was something else I'm supposed to have open too. What is it? I keep forgetting. There it is. So there's a bunch of games and stuff within Streamlabs that apparently we can play in chat. Trying to learn how to do all of this stuff because I want to make your experience while you're watching Funk Shop TV as enjoyable as possible. I can't hear a music player. I didn't turn on the monitor, that's why. And I need Nightbot open. So much that I forgot to do before I went live. Yeah, I hear you. My bad. My bad, my bad. There it is. Why aren't you working? Asshole. Ha, I know why. I'm not gonna worry about it right now. Dun, dun, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. Soon we will be doing a giveaway, probably Sunday. We'll do the giveaway for the Buffalo Wild Wings card. Everybody's gonna need to tune in for that. Dun, dun, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. Oh, well, look at that. Streamlabs added they added chatbot right within the Streamlabs OBS. So we don't have to open something separate. This is kind of cool. This is kind of cool. Okay, so the mini games, they must be rebuilding. That's right. At least they're constantly working on making things better. I appreciate that. That's why we use Streamlabs. We love an app that's always working to improve. If we're not working to improve every day, what are we living for, right? Right? All you two viewers. I've been here for over an hour. I think it's okay for me to call it quits. Obviously, Michael's not going to come and join me. So, I'm going to end this. I might be back in a little bit if Michael decides he wants to join me. Anthony is going to be back between around 1 or 2 tomorrow. So we will be on tomorrow evening for a couple hours before I DJ at Three Monkeys. If you're in Vancouver area, I will be at Three Monkeys in Hazeldale both Friday and Saturday this weekend. Come and hang out with me. I'll be on the turntables doing that chick thing. So come hang out. Thanks for watching Funk Shop TV. I'm Biggs. You can catch me at DJ BIGGZ on Twitter or right here on Twitch, DJ_BIGGZ. If you haven't seen any previous episodes of Funk Shop TV, make sure you go on to youtube.com/Funk Shop TV. Like all of our videos, give us a thumbs up, give us a thumbs down. Just let us know you checked it out. That keeps us motivated. So be good to each other. Remember, vote. 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 And I'm sure we'll talk more about voting tomorrow. If not tonight. I'll be back later. Thanks for tuning in. Adios. Muchachos.